And we're gonna play private matches today. Custom setup, free for all. Oh, for fuck's sakes! Of course you got a call right now, you jackass. Why are you calling me back? Hey, what's going on, man? Not much. Why are you calling me back? I told you to call Ricky Wiener. Oh, I left you a text too. Alright. Well, I'll let you open your eyes. You, just talk to Ricky, man. Okay. Okay, go. I gave you the text, the number, through text too. Okay. Bye. Fucking guy. Jesus. Alright. Where do we start? Well, for this one I don't really have much other than, you know, if you're with your team, I'm just going to say I hope your team plays free-for-all well. I recommend Claymore or Bouncing Betties, S-Mines for sure. If you care about winning. For this one, it's really plain and simple. In the middle of the map there is a house and there is a barn. If you can control those, you're controlling the whole entire map, basically, because it's the center. This one, I mean, I've made another video on my playlist of win tactic and strategy content stuff, that you can go on the roof, and you can go on the roof from the room or the statue along the wall that's underneath the room. Das House. In the middle there is there's a stairwell, and if you could hold that stairwell down, anything to the back of it, if you can keep them there, you can spawn trap them really easy, as long as you don't have too many people going in. For this one, I believe it's keep them out of the red barn and just hold down whatever side of the map that you like. I prefer the power station side. The switch room is the switch room and the power station room are the two rooms on either side of the red building. The red barn is what you want, and like I said, if you would like to get better with your teammates at the game, you will also take into consideration that there's a compass on the top of your screen when you're in gameplay on hardcore, and right underneath that tells you directly where you are underneath the map. Now if you can remember that, you won't have any chances. You won't even have to really use your UAVs, barely. You'll be able to call it out just because you know the names of the places on the map. And all I know is that it works for me and my clan. We do it quite a bit, or I know I do, which helps out. Demansk, or this map here, it's not impossible to win on either side of it, but in any situation, you're going to want to have the upper hand, the high ground. So the church that you're looking at is the better side to have. And yeah, if you can hold that church down the entire map, 98% of the chances you'll win. 98% of the time. Just because I say hold that down, doesn't mean you don't have Doesn't mean you don't have to have teammates still going all over side to check these guys so they're not getting too comfortable, you know. But that being said, you're gonna want to take down to the left of the church would be the bridge side. Stop them from coming in that area. I just found a couple spots recently that are really nice. And this map here, Desert Siege. Well, and once again, this is one of those maps that has a big giant building in the middle of it, and a nice big courtyard, and a field to the left. And as you can see, there's a tower right there. Now that tower is behind the middle building, which is in the middle of the map, and it's called the University. I'd say it's the best place to hold down with your squad. Just because you can see everything everywhere through down on the ground. You can get these guys, you know, you could really utilize the space so that they can't see you and you can see them. If you have a guy running around or two on your squad, it's usually it usually will help, at least to keep you guys knowing where everybody's spawning and all of that jazz. Now this map here, this map is an old school map that they did have in World at War, which was like the Call of Duty that came after the first Modern Warfare, on PlayStation 3. And it still was called Dome. And basically, I think the best side is the side with the balcony on top, that you can go in and out of, in and around. And I just find if you can hold down that side, which means the middle part of the map too, you can always just have these guys push back into their spawn where they can't move anywhere, or they'll be forced to be outside, which leaves them open to grenades, RPGs, bombs, you know, anything, a few kill streaks that will get you if you're out in the open. And if your teammates have those on, then that map will definitely work in your favor. Eagle's Nest. Eagle's Nest. I find on this map, if you're in the gallery, or I mean the dining room in the middle, you can control the map. Now, I haven't decided on which side is better. I feel like the side that we're looking at right now isn't the best side. I feel like you can lose easier on that side, but it's not unheard of to still win. But if you give yourself a chance to hold down that middle part of the building, which is the dining room, and from the left to the right, you should be able to win that map. Have a couple guys running around, flanking or whatever, and then just holding it down. That will work. That's what me and my COD maniacs do. Now this map is another one of those maps, Gavutu, I think it's pronounced. Anyways, it's one of those maps that have something in the middle that you can control, and if you can control that the entire map, throughout the entire map, you will probably get the win. I mean, some of these maps are definitely going to take explosives, so you're going to have your team's going to have explosives. I mean, you can't expect to shoot everything. Because not everybody on your squad's probably going to be like that. So a lot of grenades and RPGs will save you. Oh yeah. Sorry, back to what I was saying. There's a ship in the middle. If you could control the ship in the middle, you could basically force them to go around on this shoreline you see, and that leaves them exposed in all kinds of areas. If you got your team doing the right thing, then you can always know where they are and use that to your advantage. This one, I really don't have anything for yet. I find going on top is pretty good, and hanging down in the sniper lanes is pretty good. I try not to go inside too much because of corner campers and just people waiting. But if I do, I usually am out checking all the corners and getting whatever I need to get. Grenades help, and S-mines help. On to Numa. Alright, this map here is... the game plan is really simple, and it makes a lot of sense. If your teammates are as good as, you know, I think they are... in this map, in it, people are coming. You could use them for an alarm. Get up in there to keep them outside so that they're exposed, and when you get your kill streaks, well, they're really easy to find for the rest of your team. Not protect them because it's so small. All you have to do is put a grenade in there or an RPG with precision, and it'll get anything in there. Other than that, it's really easy. It's a really easy. The cave the best, basically, or whoever gets it keeps it. Now this map here, I actually like this map quite a bit. It was looks like I might be getting hacked out of my stream here. Anyways, we're on Oasis, and if you're really smart and you're with your clan, you'll utilize along the mountainside with it and control the ruins area throughout the entire match. The side that you're looking at is the side that you want. Because this map is shaped like a V, the side that you're looking at right now is the bigger part of it, which allows you to have more space to move around and spawn trap the other guys in the smaller end of the V. If you can picture that, then you got what I'm saying. That's it. That's all for this one. It's so easy, especially if you spawn on the other side first and you know what's up. So we're gonna move on from Oasis to Paradise. Now, this map is new and it just came out, and there's already some shit going on it. But I'm gonna kick a couple facts to you. If you want to, you know, if you want to win, you won't go to the one corner of the map, which I believe is in the southwest end, and a lot of the kids are just going there and capping off that side rock. Well, If you don't go there, then you won't have to feed them kills, which won't give them the lead to make them to force you to keep going to them. So what I do is, what my recommendation is to the left of this thing that you see on the map, this lookout, covered lookout area, is a lab in the left end, on the left. And it actually goes to the underground area, which will pop you out in the middle of the map. That being said, if you can get all that, you should be able to make them come to you instead of going to them, which is a battle I've already learned a bunch of times you will lose. But the strategy is you have cover in the lab area and underground, so you won't be able to take any damage from any of their kill streaks, so they'll be forced to have to shoot you, or, you know, try to find you through grenades and stuff, which in my mind they're too late, because you have the spot, you already know where they are, you have them searching for you instead of you searching for them on this map, which leaves people exposed and always gives them that which always gives you that time to have that extra second to be prepared, instead of them coming around the corner having to go like that. You're already shooting them down, right? Anyways, that's all I gotta say for this map. Now we're on to Radar, another new map that's out on season 1. Now for this map, it's really small and it's fairly new, so I don't really have too much to say about it, but I do have a couple of spots that I do like. And if you do watch my streams, I do the same thing most of the time when I play it, because the areas to me make sense to be in and around. But because it's new, I don't remember what all the places are called on the map yet. So look for me to do what I do on my streams, and that's what I'll be doing. You could do the same too, and still play the same, because every match is different. You know, this shit works. It makes sense to stick to a game plan. It's kind of like playing it safe, if you ask me. You go into a match being prepared instead of thinking you might win, which, you know, happens to everybody. You think you're gonna win, or you win a bunch and then you get soft, and then you let your guard down and you lose a match. Well, I like to win consistently, and I try to get me and my clan on the same page, so that we all know what we're talking about when shit comes down, because you better be ready. Alright, well, that's enough about that. We're gonna go on to Red Star, which is a pretty decent sized map. What you're looking at right there is the middle courtyard and the theater. That's the theater right there. To the right of the picture, you'll see apartments. On the map, they're called the apartments. And if you were to look in the other direction of this little courtyard, there'd be a building called the Office, and that's what it would be called on underneath your compass on the top of your screen. And to the left of this is basically an underground area where you spawn. Everybody spawns. There's one more building in it, and it's a warehouse building, and that's the building behind the office building. That's a smaller building. But anyways, to win this map, it's another one of those cases where you want to hold. I like to say hold the office building down and the apartments. The reason why is because you will have the upper ground, and it will have these people in one of two other spots only. If you're owning the apartments in the office building, And those spots are the underground and the theater. Uh, and if you have the office and the apartments, you will be able to see these guys with your snipers and your other guys. Probably, if you're most likely, you'll have people running around, but because you're sniping these guys off, they're gonna get frustrated and start chasing you or trying to get to your building. So that's why I say hold these buildings down. Always have a couple guys in the apartments and the office, ready for that. You know, that will keep these guys outside, and that's what you want. So that's Red Star in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna move on to Shipment, and this is an old map. It's been around for quite a while. But on this one, it has some second level to it, and you are also able to jump out of the map in this. Now, what I do, just because I want to be a good teammate, is I use S-mines, and I like to hold down the west end, which on the screen you're looking at right now, that is the west end of the map. I can hold that down from east to west, or north to south, I mean, and not have any problems, because all these crates to the left and to the right, you can shoot right through. If you have somebody in the middle watching down the middle lane, that's a good shot. It's really easy to have people call out what you see and be premeditated when it comes to shooting these guys down before they can even see you. That also being said, that's why I use S-mines, and I drop a S-mine in the crate, so that when we're shooting them over there on the east end, when they have nowhere else to spawn, they will spawn underneath you in the west end. So if you have an S-mine there, you can always keep them on the east side. So that's my other one. That's basically what I'm saying for the hardcore TDM on this map. It works. If you've watched any of my streams and watched me play this, I've actually been doing this since the game has came out, and it's, I think, maybe 3 games I've had where I lost because of spawning, and that was basically it, you know. So that's my strategy for that. And if you go in there and you pick it up, or you use a strategy period, you'll start having fun on this map if you didn't like it before. And that basically goes for a lot of these maps, because you will start winning more than you lose, or you will start killing more than you get killed, most of the time. Anyways, we'll move on to one of my favorite maps, and this is Subpens. This is really, really, really easy to win. But you got to be consistent, and you got to get used to doing it. Since this game has came out, people been going right to the control room, and in the control room that is the spot you want to hold down. From the left to the right of it, there's 2 stairwells. Basically, if you are controlling those stairwells, you will always know what side they're spawning on, which will, in turn, will let you control this map. Because if you look out the control room windows, you'll be able to see them everywhere if they're not already trying to come up those stairs to try to get you. Sometimes you will get smart people that throw grenades right from the bottom, or a good sniper. But I mean, if you have control of that, and you have a couple teammates running around, that should exit anybody out of the map with your teammates. You notice I said teammates, that's because I'm not talking about free-for-all. This is the team game that I play, and I like to win on. So if I could give you a little help on a strategy or any ideas to win, that's what I'm gonna do. I won't steer you in the wrong direction. This is one of my favorite maps. I'm gonna move on to this. Yo, what's going on? I'm gonna move on to Tuscan, and this one map is actually another map I don't really have anything on or anything for, but I do find, and let me just say, what you're looking at right now is the control room, control center. And then if you go around the corner, there's a church. And then if you go down up the pathway from the left of the control room, there's an apartment right there. And that's where most of the people like to hang out in this. But I find that from the command center to the church is probably one of the better places to be on this map, if you're gonna hold anything down. But I mean, this is one of those type of maps where you actually do run around most of the time, so you're not really holding anything down. So I almost don't even suggest that. I kind of am gonna suggest maybe a corner camping technique on this, man, almost, or a camp and move. Yeah, I don't. This is one of the only maps I don't have anything for, because the spawns are kind of fuck it up, man. And if you got your teammates can't be there, so I don't really have nothing for this. But other than play it like free for all, and bring a lot of grenades and RPGs and S mines, and just run. But that's about it. I gotta actually turn this stream off, because I was just going to attach this to my playlist on win tactic and strategy content for the COD games that I play, or that I've started making content for. But I'm gonna get back on here. Oh yeah, I have to turn this off though. I'm gonna restart my stream. Anyways, are you on my in my friend list at all? Let's get back out of here. Yeah, this is also my clan. We're called MZ. We're almost at level 20. Let's see. What the fuck? We got 98 people up in here. It doesn't look like there's much people on. But yeah, here we go. I'm gonna restart this stream. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. If you guys wouldn't mind sharing it and subscribing if you haven't done that already, I'd appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna be on. I was just making a win tactic and strategy content video.
This is an important message for everyone on Medicare. Today we are talking about Medicare Part C, commonly called Medicare Advantage. If you don't have a Medicare Part C plan, call now, because there may be plans with additional benefits available that are simply not covered under Medicare Parts A and B. That's right, there are people on Medicare but don't have a Medicare Part C plan
For this game. I'll probably have to make a couple more, but when a few more levels come out. Yeah. How you doing, man? How you doing today?
Part C plan available in your area with additional benefits. If you're losing coverage, moving, or new to Medicare, call to speak with a licensed insurance agent during this special enrollment period. You don't get Medicare Part C benefits automatically, so call now for your free 2022
Yeah, fuck, man. I gotta restart the stream though. Here we go.
This is an important message for everyone on Medicare. Today we are talking about Medicare Part C.